Welcome to this week's mindset video. I want to start by saying that this one might hit kind of close to home for some people, and it might even be a little bit triggering. What we're going to be talking about today is binge eating and emotional eating. And I want you to know up front, if you've ever found yourself standing in the kitchen or hiding in the pantry, eating past the point of fullness, you're not broken. You're human, and I've been there too. I'm going to tell you a little bit of a personal story, my own personal struggles with this. There have been times in the past where there were nights, especially before I really started focusing on having a healed relationship with food and my body, where I'd finish dinner and instead of feeling satisfied, just having a nice meal, I'd walk straight into that pantry and I'd stand there in the quiet and in the dark and I would just shovel food in. Be crackers, cereal, cookies, peanut butter, honestly anything that was there. Thousands of calories just gone in a blur. And I wasn't hungry. But what I was stressed, I was tired, I'd been restricting all day long, I'd been under eating and trying to be good. And then by evening time, my body and my emotions, they were just done. Other times, especially during perimenopause, I started to notice that anxiety was more of an issue for me. And I would feel that tight twist in my stomach. That's anxiety at work. And it would be, stress from work. It'd be stress at home. It would just be life piling up on me. And what I would do is I'd walk straight into the kitchen, not even realizing what I'm doing. And food was becoming a way to just numb that feeling, to feel something besides overwhelm. And it was something that at the time, it kind of felt like it was the only thing that I could control in that moment. It was that quick relief, but it was always followed with the guilt, shame, like a feeling of failure, like, okay, I should be better than this. I should be able to control myself, but I needed to find something to help with that feeling of, overwhelm. So here's what I want to tell you. Binge eating is typically not a willpower problem. What it often is a restriction problem, or it's a coping problem, or it's a nervous system problem, especially for women that are going through hormonal shifts. When we undereat, we overcontrol, and we ignore that feeling, it builds up, and food becomes the quickest escape. It's soothing, it's reliable, it changes your brain chemistry in the moment to actually satisfy you. And the truth is, we're not craving food. What we are craving is that relief. So this week, I want you to practice something powerful and gentle. Before you reach for food out of the habit or emotion, I just want you to take a moment and pause and ask yourself first, what am I really hungry for right now? Maybe it's calm. Maybe it's space. Maybe it's someone to say, hey, I see you and you are doing your best. And, even if you do after that pause, decide that you still want to eat, that's okay. This isn't about shame. What it's really about is creating awareness. And that awareness is the beginning of the freedom that comes afterwards. So, I know this is a touchy subject. It's very emotional for a lot of people. It sometimes feels embarrassing to talk about. I know it's not easy. And I know how deeply personal and emotional food can be, especially when you're navigating your hormone shifts. You've got anxiety, stress, pressure from all directions. So I'm hoping to just leave you with this. You're not a failure if you binge. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're someone who has used food to cope, because at one point that was the only tool that you had. But now you're learning a new way, a kinder way, a way that doesn't involve punishing your body or starting over on Monday again. This isn't something that you have to fix overnight. Just stay curious about it, stay compassionate, and keep showing up for yourself. So this week, as you reflect on this, I want you to ask yourselves this question. What are you really craving when those binge moments happen? And What would it look like to meet that need in another way that supports your body and your heart? So if this hits home for you, I just want you to know you're not alone. Like I mentioned, it's personal for me. I've been there. I think a lot of people have at some point. And I want you to know that this is a safe space to share and grow, and you can always feel safe sharing with me personally. I am proud of you all for being here, and I believe in you and your healing more than you know.